Oh, Ryan's froze.
Center, I'm the one.
There he goes.
Pull up on your block and I spin it again till I empty it. Spitting on niggas, they mad and they envy it. Plus, niggas got hoes I already eat. They come from my flow, I ain't been to the check of my dough, I ain't
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Michael. Welcome to
What is
episode
up?
135. What's going on, brother?
Oh, I shaved and I don't like it.
You shaved.
I did.
Let me look at you for a minute. Oh wow, you did.
I did. My face looks like so much smaller. I don't like it.
Why did
I went to trim it and I didn't. I grabbed the wrong guard. I thought I grabbed like a higher number, and it looked like would be a decent size. I didn't realize it takes this short.
It's just odd because yesterday we spoke to El Dune, who has all the facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you shaved all your beard, man.
I know, and then like it's so gray, it looks like there's nothing here on camera. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate it.
You're a mess.
I am. This is why, like, I hate every time I go to trim it. It's just bad things happen. Yes, it is a clown show over here today.
We got some stuff going on here today. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Did you attend work last night?
I did.
How was that?
It sucked because I had to work.
Yeah.
Just because I had to be there. That was the bad part.
Absolutely, man. Work, yes. That's the worst part about work.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it. It like wasn't bad, like like it was like a really good day, but it's just like ugh.
Yeah.
It's funny, we have to hit like a production number, and we hit it, and like I told my boss, like every day it feels like we do bad, we hit our number. The days we do good, we don't hit our number. He's like, yeah, you gotta suffer to get the goal. I was like, I know it's not fair. Should be the other way around.
Yeah, that doesn't seem real logical, but
it doesn't. It doesn't. And hate is yeah.
I've been in that situation before. You just can't describe it. You think everything's going well, ends up not being good, or vice versa. You think everything is shit, and then it's like, oh, that wasn't bad. That's actually kind of good.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh man, I'm just thinking it took a lot of time to finish stuff up. Like it's gonna be bad. Hey, look, the number was this. We did this. We were off by like 0.0 something to get into like a perfect number. We're like, oh wow. I was like, okay. I guess we did good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still kind of shook from the day. Like logically, nothing made sense all day. So I'm just out of it.
Well, at least the day is over.
No, it's not. My kid's awake and giggling and happy. So that means
it's gonna woke up. His day's just beginning.
I know. You woke up like an hour and a half ago. It's like, this is not going to be fun.
You finished up your day, and it's like, all right, time to go home and relax. And now he's up and
he's up and he's ready to go. He is too. I'm like, nah. Here, play with the electronics for an hour. Parent of the year.
We got a early call. Hey, Rob, you're on, brother. How you doing, man? Roberto. Maybe we don't have Roberto.
Rob's speechless. He saw my new beard, my new look, and he's just speechless.
I would be too. I'm very speechless. I don't know what happened to Rob. We did have Rob for a moment. We lost Rob. I don't know.
Do. I got nothing right now. I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
I was all excited for Rob, and now we don't have Rob. I'm a bit sad.
Then I went to Rob, and it started making weird noises at me. So I don't know.
Is the robot apocalypse happening right now?
It might be. And
was that what that little doot was? That was like
you just wait. You wait till we get into some stories. You're gonna shit yourself. Rob, you there, brother? No, Rob.
What kind of Mickey Mouse operation are you running there? There we go.
What's going on, Roberto? Roberto, can you hear me? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with Rob.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How you
Can
doing,
we hear
brother?
you now?
I'm okay. Is this on? Is this on? Hello?
Mom, is this you?
Is this on?
You're
London. This is London calling, and are we getting a reception?
this.
Cheerio, mate. We hear you.
This is Roberta from London.
Some
What's
tea,
up,
governor.
Rob? Yeah, we kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Rob, are you there?
I'm probably in a bad spot here.
You're all right.
You gotta understand, I'm near the airport, so.
You could have just totally played that off because it could have been our equipment. I would have. I would have.
I'm always ready to blame Ryan.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike is always ready to blame me. So that could have totally went either way. How you doing, Rob?
Yeah.
I am doing actually very good today. I'm up here in Chicago, like I always am.
Right.
And I just decided to, I got done early today. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go grab me some lunch / dinner because, I've been up all night.
Right.
So I went to my favorite already becoming a favorite with me, this dive restaurant that serves really good food.
Yeah.
And today, in my opinion, fuck Taco Tuesday. The word of the day is No Teeth Tuesday.
No Teeth Tuesday. You at Walmart or what's that all about?
No, I'm up here. They do things with they call it Italian beef.
Okay.
It's almost like basically, I guess you'd call it like an au jus, French dip
Oh yeah.
type of beef.
Yes.
Oh my God. I've had it like at three other places already, and I've yet to be disappointed. But this place here,
is that a Chicago thing?
Yinzer, I'm telling you right now. This is Chicago's better version of a Philly steak from Philly. I'm sorry. Dude, I love Philly steaks, but boy, I'm telling you, this is like I said, No Teeth Tuesday. You don't need no teeth. No teeth. No teeth to eat this beef.
You are personally connecting with some of our audience. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are missing teeth.
Oh, for sure. I'm probably half missing myself. You know what you get at a West Virginia wedding, right?
Yes.
One of the serendipities of a wedding, right? Down here.
What's that?
A full set of teeth.
We didn't.
The toothbrush was invented in West Virginia too, right? You know that, right?
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah, because if it was invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush.
Exactly.
This is what we get when we don't hear from Rob for a week. He's on fire. He
is.
I'm telling you, this is what happens when you're tired. I get goofy and fucking horny.
Well, we can help you with the goofiness,
but over there in Chicago.
Oh, I'm just chilling now at the airport. I'll be picking up later.
Cool. You're always on the move, Rob. I can never keep track of you, man.
Well, I've been working a lot the past month. August. People want to take vacations. It's kind of laid back. It's the end of the summer, basically. It isn't really it isn't steaming hot like July. We do get some hot and humid days, but it's sort of settling down, and people are taking their vacations. They got this, and of course, everybody and their fucking Facebook brother out there. Oh, let me show you my kids on the first day of school. Oh my God! Please, just show me how perfect your fucking world is.
Yeah, and they're usually little gremlins anyway.
oh my God, some of these minions are awful. You know what I mean?
You know, I
don't get me wrong, some of the kids are cute, but you know, I'm just like, you know, I mean, I see some of them, they're like, you really want to display your kids and how awful they look right now, you know what I mean? But
right. I mean, like you said, there are the cute ones out there, but there's definitely a lot of ugly kids, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Most people won't say that aloud, but yes.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm no fucking genius, all right? And I'm not a smart man, speaking like Forrest Gump. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I've seen some of the most ugliest parents produce some of the most beautiful children, and vice versa, I've seen some of them, like some of the most handsome parents produce some of the most ugliest kids. Not great. I mean, they're like ugly, you know, ugly ducklings. You know, they turn to beautiful swans eventually.
Right.
I know I certainly did. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because right now I'm fucking fabulous at 52. You know, I was an ugly punk little kid. You know, dope smoking. You know, beer drinking. You know, whatever. You know what I mean? But you know, my teeth were crooked. Thank God, mom and dad put braces on me, etc., etc.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah,
what,
right.
You know what the ones get me? If you see, you know, like an ugly set of parents, and they have a real distinct look. Okay, they like one of them. Say one of them has a real distinct look, and you're like, wow, this person's hideous. You know, they got messed with their whole life. And then you see their little goblin run up behind them, and they have that same distinct look at that young age. I know. And you just kind of feel bad because you know this kid get the shit his whole life because you can see the way that the parents' life turned out. You know what I mean? And they're gonna.
And hey, you know what? Hey, life's tough, kid. You know, suck it up, Buttercup. You know, I mean, I might be I'm sure the audience is gonna say, listen to this prick here. You know what I mean? But no, seriously, we all fought. We got bullied. You know, what I mean, we are. You know, now it's like we're just throwing a bunch of freaking weenies now, and it's just like, I mean, I don't put myself on a pedestal thinking I'm the strongest person mentally and physically out there, but you know, hey, I've been through a lot, and I've done just fine. Absolutely. You don't see me out there. You know, stealing Daddy's Glock or M16 out of his gun locker and going to a school because big hoss Josh called me Four Eyes yesterday. Right. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, right. We didn't do stuff like that. And besides, hell, we took guns to school. Hell, half the student parking lot up where I went to school. Everybody had a damn rifle hanging on the back of their pickup truck window. You know what I mean?
You're right. I do recall seeing that a lot when we were in school.
Well, into that today, though. Oh, God.
No, you either handle your business or you sneak out the back door when the day's over and run home. And, I don't think, you want to turn your life upside down. You want to turn everybody else's life upside down. these people nowadays, these kids with these guns, and it's crazy, man. We all went through, and you could argue, you could say, well, you know what, I'm not going to go through, and I'm not going to get beat up. So that's your alternative is bringing a gun and shooting everybody. Like I said, do like I did, just sneak out the back door and run home every day, and you'll be fine.
I mean, I'm sorry I brought it up, but boy, oh boy, I mean, it just sort of segued into the conversation. But,
no,
I'm good. I wanted to just go back to talking about the food. Oh, dude, let me tell you something. I'm full, and let me tell you, that sandwich.
Yeah,
is so
I am so hungry now. It's not even funny.
On Facebook. I'm usually not one to post my food on Facebook. I'm usually the one that bitches about people posting food. I'm going to tell you right now, that one. I mean, I love just in some way, shape, or form every once in a while, just showing off dive restaurant food. Oh. I'm serious.
It's always
anybody can go to Ruth, whatever, Ruth Steve's or Ruth, whatever the hell that steak place is. We're not going to say their name. Ruth, I don't know, Ruth, Chris, Ruth, whatever the hell it is. Anybody can show their filet mignon that you paid $95 for, and oh, look at me, Ryan. I got my pinky up with my, and I'm drinking my tea, and I'm having my steak with Worcestershire sauce.
Yes. You know what gets me about these names, like you said, with the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, Carl's Jr. Aren't those names odd? The way they're I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I don't get that.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a tongue twister. Yeah, I hear you. But Carl's Jr. is good though. That's kind of in cahoots with Hardee's.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they got some good burgers, especially that mushroom Swiss burger. I mean, the nearest one that I think I know about, I want to say is like Akron, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
I think. Now, there used to be one down in around Millville, just off of Bigelow Boulevard there, but I'm not sure if that's even open anymore, but that was the last one I knew.
It's so bad.
At least in the Pittsburgh area, that is.
It's so bad around here as far as restaurants, Rob, and you know that. We don't have.
Oh, for sure.
We were just talking the other day that we're getting a Raising Cane's chicken fingers, and that's like the big thing now. Everybody's excited about a Raising Cane's chicken fingers. When there's all these diamonds out there, we're getting one of these Raising Cane's, and everyone's all excited.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to give plugs to anybody, but there is some good places where we're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a place up here by the Beaver Valley Mall. There's a barbecue guy that sells barbecue. He does a really good job there. You can get a baked potato there with brisket on it, pulled pork or turkey. Oh, if you've never had it, that's really good stuff.
Is that down
there? There's a new restaurant. There's a place not far from the donut joint there across the bridge.
Yeah.
They've got got a really banging good breakfast, and the prices are really reasonable.
Is that new place? That place has just been open a couple years now.
I don't even think it's even been open a couple years. It's a hotel now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, they're in there, and there's lots of other nice little mom and pop places that do a good job. There's now going back talking about beef, in beef sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches.
Right.
You got the place down there in Ambridge.
I thought you were talking about erections, but go ahead.
Yeah. There's the one in Ambridge down there, and that's some really good beef sandwich there.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's little gems hidden there, here and there, and everywhere. But I'll even go all the way down to the south side for pizza.
Yeah.
Every now and again.
Rob, let me ask you, where's the good sliced pizza at around here? I was just telling some friends over the weekend that everything is so with the commercialized.
I don't think anybody sells sliced.
You remember the same mall you were just talking about? They had that place right up front that had the really good sliced pizza they would sell. Oh,
in the food court?
Yes, sir. Why can't you get any
pizza? Let me tell you something. He did. Yes, you're right. He did a really good job. And, that fella there who owned it, I think he was there a very, very long time. And I think maybe he realized well, first off, look where the hell he was at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really thought he could have maybe got a storefront somewhere outside of the mall. But instead, I think he just wrapped it up. But no, he did have really good pizza too.
And they were up at that mall forever. But like you had said, I mean, now literally nobody walks into that mall. It's open. If you walk,
the only ones that were patronizing him were the employees, unfortunately.
Yes, but the employees.
And after a while, even the employees get sick and tired of. But your choices was pizza, Subway, and that other
Chinese.
That Chinese joint and
Charlie's.
Charlie's. Now, Charlie's does a pretty good job too.
I do like Charlie's. I will take the trek up there to get a $10 sub anytime, man. That is one of my favorite around here.
I'll tell you right now. I'll be honest with you, it'd be definitely worth it. the 475 miles to come to Chicago for his Italian beef. I'll tell you right now.
Maybe I'll just have a good friend of mine. You know, somebody.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, by the time it would get there, it wouldn't be a sandwich anymore. I mean, seriously, I got a lady friend who's been telling me, when you gonna bring me back a deep dish? I said, honey,
Ooh.
first off, do you really think you think it would make it?
You're
And
right.
two, I mean, I'm going to eat some of it along the way home.
Yes, and I can see the rest of it. I can see the rest of it arriving like the pie on American Pie. If you remember that movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, that's what I picture. Whenever I
Oh, I mean, I'd have to. Yeah, right. You know, it would be the same. Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know if I'd quite do that. I mean, considering it was going to her, maybe, whatever. You know, I mean, hey, honey, you know, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Here's a little extra, you know, a little bit of present for you.
Yeah.
Poor Mike, he's probably rolling his eyes, right? See, I can't.
Oh, I'm just giggling. You two are just cracking me up.
Man. Mike is hungry as hell.
I am hungry. I haven't eaten in a while, so he
hasn't
starving.
eaten in a while, so he's salivating. And now that he's shaved, he cleaned up a little bit today. It's very easy to see when he salivates, so it's good for the show, man.
You know, there is a good place over there along the river over there, across from Rochester there.
Yeah.
It's that little drive-in place. Now they got a really good hot sausage sandwich over there.
Oh, I love hot sausage.
They could give two craps about their chicken fingers and their burgers, but their hot sausage sandwich is really good.
Is it what? We're at which town?
Jerry's.
Oh yes, okay. You know what? I was just thinking about them the other day. I haven't had Jerry's in forever. This just might be the conversation that puts me over the edge.
But that hot sausage they got there, if you get it fully loaded with onions, green peppers, Italian marinara sauce, and provolone or mozzarella cheese, I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. It's on a Mancini. I'll do a plug for Mancini's bread. It's on Mancini's bread. So.
All right, I'm gonna have to try that out, man. I'll try.
Sounds
the hot
so
sausage.
good.
I'm
hungry now.
What's that?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Was that the hot
Someone owes
sauce?
me some food. That's all I know.
Yeah, the hot sausage sandwich. Yeah.
Man, I you know what?
It's not a link. It's not a link.
Okay.
It's a bulk that they actually form into a patty.
Oh wow.
So there's no, and for me, like I said, no teeth Tuesday. That casing on there. Well, I don't want to be chewing on a condom, so
yeah, exactly.
I'll be more. Yeah, right.
Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the show early here and go over and get me a sausage sandwich. I'm feeling it.
I'm telling you, dude. It is worth it. It is worth it. And I think it's only $10.
Really? Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's reasonable, you know?
In today's money, who would ever think that we'd be saying $10 is reasonable?
You ain't kidding. We were kids. It was
we were
$1 or $2, you know, when we were younger.
Oh, for God's sake. I mean, I still, yeah, I know. I don't think you ever see a $5 footlong in the subway anytime soon again.
And you know, I tell everybody, Rob, everybody all the time that that's their downfall is by going away from the $5 footlong. That drew so many people in, and now a lot of places you're hearing the subway is struggling. The $5 footlong could save Subway. They would bring it back.
Well, I'm no business expert, but I'm going to tell you right now, you got to sell a lot of $5 footlongs to pay the rent. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely, but it's almost a Walmart approach where, you know what, just make everything cheaper than everybody else, and everybody's going to come to you. You know what I mean? So you will have to sell more, but you are going to be seeing more traffic through your place. You would think, right?
Yeah. I'm not I'm not fighting with you on it. I know you're not. I know you know I'm not.
Right.
But just like a gas station, you know, everybody thinks that the actual purveyor, the actual station is making money hand over fist. They're making pennies on that gallon of gas.
You're right.
It's the soft drink.
Absolutely.
It's the cigarettes. It's the sandwiches. It's the potato chips. It's the all the junk food. It's it's whatever alcohol sales that they're doing. That it ain't about the gas.
You're right.
The gas is just a convenience.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, hell, I don't like paying $4 and $5 a gallon of gas either. But they're not making money hand over fist over it. You know what I mean?
No, you're right, man. But Rob,
I mean, that place.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was
gonna.
Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say that new place up there by the mall, that gas station up there. Now, I mean, they're slowly getting their groove up there, but that place is pretty decent up there.
Is that the down by the old Toys R Us?
Yeah,
that is correct.
Okay, I haven't been out there yet. I mean, obviously, I've had that place plenty of times, but I will have to get over that way, man.
Yeah, they got the road all kind of chewed up right now. I mean, it's only taken 5 years for them to pave that damn road now.
I tell you what,
right?
It's
even worked forever.
Coming down to there now. Now they're going to pave this son of a bitch. So sure, let's just bang up our cars for the past 5 years, and now whatever. Whatever.
I hate going out that way. I never used to mind it, but there never used to really be anything going on over there. Now it's a pain in the ass. I don't even go out that way.
I know. The mall will never be what it. Well, it'll never, ever, ever be what it was.
No.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much quote unquote commerce you try to bring into hinterland. You ain't gonna say that kind of stuff.
There's a combination between Walmart and technology that tells us that the mall is never gonna be a thing again. Because I agree. The thing about the mall, it's all specialty shit. If you want to go up there, you're going to get a baseball hat at the baseball hat store, and it's going to be, very overpriced. So nobody even deals with that. If you want something, you get online, takes you 2 seconds. Chances are there's going to be some kind of discount or a free shipping or a Amazon, whatever. So, I mean, there's really no purpose to even put yourself through that and go up there and spend 40.
I mean, you obviously haven't seen me. I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy.
Yeah.
I got one foot that's like size 9, the other one's like 9.5. So, I mean, I can't buy stuff online.
So
you know what I mean?
You got to get there and see it and touch it and try it on and make sure.
Right. I could put on 20 pairs of shoes and not find a decent pair of shoes.
I hear you, man. But hey,
I am a bitch. I'm a bitch like that.
I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. I gotta try.
I gotta catch up on that show here today.
I'm glad.
We do thank you so much for calling in, as always. And hey, you stay.
Love calling in.
We love you too,
love
brother. Hey, you stay safe out there in Chi-Town, all right?
I will. I'll be home tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you soon, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's Rob, everybody. Always great to hear from Rob. New day, new shenanigans.
I was about to say, you never know where the conversation is going to go with Rob. I love it. I love it. We started out with talking about tacos, and then talking about how everyone would have like the gun racks at their trucks at school.
Yes.
Back to food.
It is truly amazing what goes on here.
I love it.
Dum Yinzers.
I don't think I stopped laughing the whole time.
So I do. We have a little bit. We have a show to do. So
no, we don't. No.
Let me dive right into it. Pirates lose last night again. I think it's like 5-6 games.
Something like that. It's bad.
I can't even care. They lose 2-1. Their record falls to 47-75. Which, if you do the math, they got a damn good chance of hitting that 100. 23 and a half games back in last place. They're 2 games behind the next team, which is the Reds, who just swept the Pirates. Pirates are free falling, my man. They are free falling. They're free falling fast. I am a fan of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I've been a fan my whole life. Again, anything that's been said on this show is aimed towards certain individuals, not the team.
Yeah, they're 2-9 in their past 11.
Yeah, so I am. I support. I do. My black and gold. I never will change that. I'm going to hang on until they become a good franchise again. Like I said, that's pointed at individuals, not the team. I am all black and gold. So they have game 2 tonight against the Braves. Game 2 of 3 tonight at 7:05. If you feel like checking that out.
Good tickets still available.
What's that?
Good tickets still available.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin says starting QB will come down to this week's practice and preseason finale. It's going to be good stuff, everybody. We only got about 5 days left till the game.
Yeah.
Keep up on this because we're going to know this time next week who the starting quarterback will be in week 1. So interesting.
Very interesting.
Who was the gentleman we signed yesterday? The ex-Raven, the lineman that they signed.
What was his name?
Ailey. Who is it?
God, he was an undrafted free agent last year out of college with Baltimore. And
was he suspended right out the gate or something like that?
Yeah. My man got popped for some PEDs, I believe. Hopefully he's still taking them because we need all the help we can get. And hopefully he can bring them with him. And worst case scenario, if they don't work, they all get suspended and we can find 5 other guys to play.
Yeah.
Because they can't do much worse.
Yeah.
They need to channel the super Steelers of the 70s and just all start doing steroids to make the line good.
You literally are getting paid a lot of money to do one thing, and it's something you did your whole life. I can't understand why these people are so bad collectively. I can see one guy maybe having a hard time.
Yeah.
The whole line, that's the bad part. Like I said, if there was an issue, a hole we had to fill, that wouldn't be such a scenario. But what do you do with 5 guys that don't block anybody?
Right. And Tomlin called him out, like the entire O-line and Kendrick Green in particular in the team meeting. I don't know if you saw that. Green was, giving the interview and he had like that nervous laugh going on, like knowing like I need to get my stuff together here because I don't. Yeah, I give him credit. He didn't boo. He had that. Like, hey, let me smile and get through this interview. Like, tell everyone because everyone already knew he was called out. So he's like, why hide it? So hey, I was called out. This is what happened. Try to keep a happy face on, so I'm not sitting here MFing everyone and want to punch stuff and cry or whatever. So, hey, hopefully that's what he needed. Some people need screamed at, some people need their hand held, some need called out in front of everyone to be embarrassed to go, oh, I need to get my act together. So, and Tomlin's good at that, 100%. Pushing in the individual buttons. He's very good at managing the different personalities. We saw it with AB. He kept him under wrap for how many years? So he knows how to manage the different personalities, knows what they need. So hopefully that's what Kendrick Green needed, was to be embarrassed publicly, embarrassed in front of his teammates.
That's what it takes sometimes it takes. It just is what it is. People sometimes are wired that way that they need you to get in their ass, man. Yeah,
like some people need screamed and yelled at, others need that calm thing, and others need embarrassed. And hey, we'll see if it works, it works. If not, okay, let's try something else. But hopefully being embarrassed will be enough.
Our starting quarterback will be named this week. We have issues on the offensive line. We'll see if they can pull it together. We play again Detroit on Sunday, I believe, right around 4:00. Mike, the U.S. discourages Dennis Rodman from going to Russia to help Brittany Griner. So he clarifies. He says, "You know what? I'm not going to go. Dennis Rodman is not going to go save the world, man."
He's waiting for him and Jean-Claude Van Damme to team up.
Yeah,
that's what they're working on. They're trying to get the team back, get the band back together, and then they will go. First, it's going to save Brittany. They missed the boat on Brittany. Now they're going Brittany 2. They're going to save that Brittany, and then they're going to save the world.
Yes, I think that obviously for the world, for the United States especially, probably wasn't a good idea to send Dennis Rodman. However, for the show,
would be great.
It was an amazing idea to send Dennis Rodman. We could have talked about this for weeks.
The State Department was probably like, wait, what? What happened? Why is Rodman trending?
Who's going where?
What? Why are reporters asking us this question? Did
Who's
someone
getting on the
restart
airplane
MK
right
Ultra?
now
Is
as
the
we
entire
speak?
government high?
It's Brittany,
We're going to be investigated.
Yes.
We're going to be investigated because we were talking about it. They're like, these two yokels called up Rodman.
Hey, it's all about saving Brittany.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Brittany, bitch.
You've probably seen this. The European Big Mac is making its way across the ocean. McDonald's brings big twist on the classic Big Mac. They started this in Europe recently. They put the McChickens in place of the beef patties, which makes me want to throw up in my mouth because every time I've ever eaten one of these McChicken sandwiches, it had that hard rubbery. It's the cheap chicken. It's the ankles. You know what I mean? So
I never had that problem with their chicken.
Oh, dude, it was multiple times. That's the only reason I will eat something more than once if there was something bad. But
Yeah.
It's such a cheap product. I think it's probably so processed. But anyway, besides the point, what they're doing is they're taking the beef patties off, putting the McChickens on, and they're going to sell that here for a while to see how it plays. Because, like I said, in Europe it went really well, and they're bringing it here home to America. So it's going to be interesting. I want to see how people react to that because a lot of people do like that McChicken sandwich.
Yeah, I love the McChicken. What I would like to see is like you look at the European menus for like all the different fast food joints.
Right.
They have some bomb ass food that we don't get to try, and I don't think that's fair.
Right.
I think they should bring it over here.
Especially being Americans, we should have access to everything, man.
Well, they got better healthcare than us, so they're probably like, yeah, these people can roll the dice on some of these creations.
For real? Damn, it must be true.
It's true, Snoop. It's true.
Bruh.
Fetty Wap, who has been in the conversation here on the show for certain competitions in the Pittsburgh area where rappers would rap to get to go perform with Fetty Wap. However, that doesn't look like it's going to be happening for a while. Fetty Wap pleads guilty to federal drug charges.
Ooh.
7 to 9 years in federal prison. Fetty Wap is possibly going away for 7 to 9 years.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, leave him alone. He's a rapper. That's what we're doing over here. You leave us alone.
Right. Hey, can he's like on they get phone calls a day. He can record some bars and they can put it on. Like, I'm being serious. Wasn't there like a bigger one-known rapper who did that, recorded an album while he's in prison?
There was somebody just actually kind of recently, and I think Tupac actually did some stuff out of the jail cell.
Yeah, that's what, like Tupac. I thought so. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just trying. Like, shit, why not? You get X amount of time on the phone, as long as not being anything nefarious. I don't see why it could stop him. That would be kind of bad. I would be badass if he does that. I like shit like that.
Absolutely.
I'd buy the album. Shit.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Last story here until I got something else we're gonna do as well. This one here, Mike. This one kind of caught me funny, and I wanted to make sure to share this with everybody.
All right.
A robot rapper that has over 10 million followers on TikTok. A robot rapper who has over 10 million followers on TikTok has just signed with Capitol Records, a major record label. He signed with Capitol Records, and it's the first AI virtual rapper. His name is FN Meka. FN, second word MEKA. So a robot rapper that has over 10 million followers on TikTok just signed with Capitol Records. Is the first AI virtual rapper. His name is FN Meka, Mike. This is what scared me about technology, because now all the things that we work hard for as human beings, the robot will be able to step in and do this very easily. Where does that leave, the humans, the people that are, using their creativity and trying to break into the business? Now we're competing with robots. You can't beat that.
You can't beat the robots. Like, the robots should be like doing my job so I can do less work and make more money.
Don't get me wrong. I agree in that sense. But
that's what I want, but not this creative stuff. See, I kind of like the robot like I'm sorry, like the AI creating art just because of the weird stuff that you type in and it spits out something
Right.
you never thought of. Stuff like that's cool. But nah, I don't want no AI rapping. I
No.
kind of do. I want this AI to diss Eminem, and I want Eminem to destroy this
Yes.
rapping robot's career. That's what needs to happen.
Make that robot cry.
Yeah. Like go after M, or go after, like Ice Cube. So one of the two can just like write a diss track. And
what if it gets weird? Like, we start getting into these competitions with AI as human beings. And then, like it gets crazy like that. Like we lose, and then Eminem's people goes out and shoots somebody in the robots people, and you know what I mean?
And then that's how the robot. That's how it really starts. The robot wars really starts through beefs.
It's over Eminem's music.
You know what? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool.
Effing Mecca. Keep that in mind. Like you are going to see, along with, I believe, a lot of other things following suit, man.
How about this? Effing Mecca does Fetty Wap's time, and Fetty Wap gets the record deal.
I like it.
I think it's a fair trade. I think it's a fair trade.
He didn't kill nobody. He didn't, let the guy do what he does. Let him make music.
It's drugs, people. You're an adult. Either use them or not.
Yeah, you're an adult, so you use them. So F off.
Yeah.
I do have something a little here, Mike. A little side thing we're gonna do. What I found is a list. Now it actually has 40. There's 40 things. I don't believe we're gonna have enough time to even cover close to half of that. But this is a list, Mike. 40 completely normal things Gen Xers and millennials did when they were young that would seem weird to kids today. And I think you're going to like this list. There's a lot of things that's going to make you laugh because it hits home. The first one being having to plan your schedule around a TV show you wanted to watch, because if you weren't home, you'd have to wait until summertime till it ran its rerun. So say that there was a show, 90210 for an example, whether you watched it or not, you had to catch that at that time, be home 8 o'clock Wednesday, or you didn't see it.
Or you had to set up the VCR.
Right. So that's something that kids nowadays don't have to worry about. You get whatever you want pretty instant, and if you missed it, you can pull it up pretty fast and find it. Number 2. Also, while watching TV, timing bathroom breaks to commercials because there was no way to pause what you were watching live. So if you had to go to the bathroom and there was something interesting, you didn't go to the bathroom. You got UTIs and bladder infections because you held it in for 2 hours.
Yeah, especially like if you had like other, like if they're like even like a TV show and you had like a whole family sitting there, everyone's trying to go to the bathroom at the same time.
Yes. And if you missed, I mean, there's sometimes the cycle went through 2 or 3 times commercials before it got to you, where you could use the bathroom. Like I said, you might as well start taking the antibiotics, whatever the hell they give for duties now, because
should have had your adult diaper back then.
Absolutely. Number 3, being dropped off at the mall pre-cell phone days by your parents and them literally having no way to reach you. Can you believe that, Mike? We were gone all day with strangers everywhere, and commerce and food, and the parents, they just had no way. There was no way to communicate back and forth at that time. You said pick us up at 8 o'clock. You were out there at 8 o'clock for when they picked you up. There was no communication, which is insane.
Yes, and it's funny thing is now though too, like those parents or those kids that were dropped off are now the parents that are like always have the cell phone out, like, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
They're like, no, we did that. We had
all
the freedom.
Bad shit that we were into.
Yeah. They're like, I know what you're doing. I know you're out there huffing
cell phone age, motherfucker.
Huffing butane and breaking windows.
4, using a payphone anytime you were out and needed to reach somebody, and you had to hope that they were there.
Yeah.
So you had to have your quarter, you had to have a quarter, and then you had to find a payphone, and then you had to put your face against this payphone that who knows who put their face against, Yeah. Think how many times that happened to you. And you call, and if it was the machine, it would keep your quarter. Like it would pick up and something picked up on the other end. So I mean, if you had to make a phone call back because you got the machine, you had to go find another quarter. And this is something we had to do. We had to track down payphones.
We did, and it was it sucked. I hated it.
I know.
Or of course, we also had the like those stupid 1-800 numbers and stuff that you could call.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stupid things.
Yes. Number 5. Having to wait for your local radio station to premiere a new song by a band or artist that you like. Remember those days?
Yes.
Sitting there with your your blank tape in the tape deck, just waiting for a song that you wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You might have listened for all day long before you heard your song, just to push that record button.
And then, God forbid, it, like someone knocked on the door, started talking to you.
Yeah, because that's
it
always
ruined the
when
whole
it came
song.
on every time.
It was the worst.
This one kind of it's similar here. Having to wait sometime hours for MTV to play music videos that you loved.
Mm-hmm.
Now think about MTV. I was always able to figure out the cycle. You knew the same 10 songs they were going to play, and it was easy to kind of keep track. For me, it was when I got up for school, I knew what songs were going to be on. It was always the hottest songs at that time, and it was always the same 8 songs every morning. I remember specifically certain songs I would see.
Yep.
But it was the same thing basically with the with the songs on the radio. All right, number 7. Having absolutely nothing to do on a car trip but stare out the window, especially if you forgot to bring your portable Walkman or a book to read. Remember that? Just staring out the window for hours. I used to get car sick, motion sickness, because that's what, you would look out and it was just constant motion. And if I sat in the back seat of a vehicle, while traveling, that was always a problem for me, man.
Yeah, I was always in the back seat, stuck in the middle between my 2 older brothers. It was the worst. You had nothing to do.
You were the youngest, so you had to sit in the middle, huh?
Uh-huh. It was terrible. I hated it. It was whack.
Number 8. Only being able to see the correct lyrics to a song by reading them from the book's liner notes. So yes, that was the only way we knew the lyrics. And you had a hope. You had a hope that the tapes that we had the lyrics, because they didn't always all have the lyrics in them.
They did it, and oh God. Because there's something worse now than like you're trying to recite the lyrics and you don't know them. You don't know them anymore. And then, you pull out the liner notes and realize I've been singing this song wrong for years.
I'm big on that. I am big.
I'm the worst at that.
But I don't care though. Once I figure out my own words, I'm cool with it,
Yeah. It's times were tough.
You ain't see? It's like we might as well have lived in the Stone Age.
Yeah, these kids these days, I tell you.
All right. Number 9. Only being able to listen to special remixes or exclusive B-side songs if you bought pricey import CD singles. Now that one, I don't know if I fall into that category. I don't know if I ever bought pricey CD singles. I remember buying singles to get the main songs on the tape.
See,
that was never a problem.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, I was never big on buying like the singles to get all that stuff because like the B-sides and all that. You'd eventually hear it. But yeah, I know people did. Yeah,
right.
I wasn't one of them.
Joining a fan club for an artist or fandom through the mail and getting things like pins and newsletters mailed to you periodically.
Yeah.
Again, this wasn't something that I did, but people who did, and the image here I got on the list is it's a picture of Janet Jackson on a button, and it says official member Janet Jackson fan club. And we liked that kind of shit. I remember getting something from the LA Kings one time. I wrote to the Kings, the hockey team, and they sent me this pack of LA Kings cards. It was exclusive to the stadium and the team.
Yeah.
And then they also sent a little pin, like the kind that has like the back on it, and it was a little LA Kings pin. And it was just for, sending them. And I think what I did was I sent them a card to get Wayne Gretzky to sign it, but he was very difficult to get signed at the time. So they sent me this package to keep me happy, but it was pretty awesome. I probably still have it somewhere.
Yeah, I remember doing stuff like that, sending it away to like different sports teams and even like bands and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you just do it all on Instagram.
You're right.
Bastards.
Number 11, leaving the phone number for any friend's house you were going to so your parents could call you if they needed you. I only had like one friend, so I mean, it didn't matter. They knew the number, but yes, with the note that you leave, Mom, I'm going to so-and-so's house. This is their number, blah, blah, blah. So yes, definitely been there.
Yeah, I did that all the time too.
Number 12, being able to drop off or greet friends and family members without any type of plane ticket at their gate inside the airport.
Yes. Yeah. I remember just walking right up to just walking through the airport and sitting there waiting for people to get off the plane.
You can just hang out there.
You know? I remember, dude, man, you go to the, Pittsburgh airport and you go have lunch at the airport.
Yeah.
Because those would be some of the closest restaurants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We try to get through the next 7. That way we'll at least be halfway through. And then another day if we wanted to squeeze the last 20 minutes, we could do that. All right. So number 13. Having to watch whatever movie was playing on your flight because there were no on-demand movies or TV channels. Now, this one I could relate to. We went to Florida when I was a high school senior. They did a Florida trip every year. I went and we watched Clueless for the entirety, the whole way down, which is only a 2-hour flight, so it's not bad. But you watch Clueless. You had to watch Clueless. There was no option but to watch Clueless with Alicia Silverstone, of course. And on the way back, we watched Clueless. So it was, yeah.
They didn't even change it for the return flight. That's dirty.
No. Number 14. Having to look up a direction in an atlas that was always in the car, especially with my grandparents.
Oh, my grandparents and parents, yep.
If you were helping one of your parents navigate while they drove, my grandparents always had the maps that they would unfold, and it was like once you unfolded, it was 3 times the size of the car.
Yep. You had to hope, like if you had like your own trip, you would highlight it. And then if you would like use it again and it would be highlighted, you'd be navigating on the wrong line.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out, roads are closed, pulling out the map, trying to find out where to go. It was rough. I hated it.
Yeah. And this next one's kind of related, but in a different way. Number 15. Or just going to the nearest gas station and hoping you remember everything your parents the next one's kind of similar, but yeah, so just going to the nearest gas station and hoping you remember everything your parents made you go for. And the thing right under it says, okay, run into a gas station to ask for directions when you get lost.
Yeah.
I was never I never went too far from that. I would always go in and ask directions because you go somewhere and you're not familiar. I ain't trying to get lost. I ain't trying to get shot. You just want to get to where you want to get. So I was never too good to go in and ask for directions, man.
I would, yeah. But then you would have to sit there and hopefully kind of like remember what they told you.
Yeah.
Remember what you're going to the gas station for, remembering the directions.
And I'm only good for remembering like 2 steps into remembering.
I remember the first 2, the last 2.
Here, find this, go here, do the, that was crazy, man.
Yeah. I can't do that.
Number 16, having to get to the video store early if you wanted to rent newly released movies.
Yes.
Or else not being able to, get a copy because they were all rented out.
Yeah, because they would come out on Tuesdays. You'd have to get them for the week because if you went on Friday or Saturday, they were gone. You were screwed. Yeah. You're watching like that movie that no one wanted to watch. It's a bad time for everyone. Or you're calling them up to see if they got one and can they hold it for you? And yeah.
You know what I found most frustrating? And this happened to me with video games. I remember going to get a video game and somebody had to rent it out. You tell them, I want to get it. As soon as they bring it back, can I put my name down? And they would, a lot of places will let you. but then the person wouldn't bring it back on the time that it's supposed to be back, or the day. They would bring it back like a week later. Oh, they're keeping it for an extra week, but we'll get a hold of you. Well, I don't want to play this game next week.
Yeah.
I'm here right now because I want to play it now. And you got one copy.
It's the worst.
Number 17. Having to rewind a movie before you watch it because the last person to watch it didn't rewind it. Please be kind, rewind. Remember that?
Yes, and then you'd be charged for it and all this nonsense.
Yeah. It was that. That was like handling. It was like handling the. What's that? I don't know. Something very, very valuable, because if you didn't rewind the tapes in my house, you weren't allowed to mess around with the VCR. It was like so serious.
No.
It was like I can't even think of the word I'm looking for. The Holy Grail. You know what I mean? Like you were handling the Holy Grail. If you don't rewind this tape, dude, you are not renting anymore. Very serious in our home. This was a serious offense. Number 19, Mike.
Yeah, real quick, because if you didn't rewind it and you were watching it, you watched the movie backwards.
Yeah. Yes. 19, knowing the phone numbers of family and friends that you called often. Knowing the phone numbers of family and friends that you called often, which is very crazy because I still remember all those numbers, which most of them, pretty much all of them don't have those numbers anymore. But I can still remember all my friends from the neighborhood, my grandparents, people that were close. But that's how you had to know them, You there?
There we go. Oh, I have no idea what happened, but we were still
21st century.
I know, we didn't have this problem when we were kids.
No.
Last
one.
No, we didn't hear. We did not hear number 19.
Oh, you didn't hear 19?
No, you were froze.
19 was knowing the phone numbers of family and friends.
Yes, I don't know anyone's phone number anymore.
That's the thing. You don't. I don't even know my phone number anymore. There's no need to know your phone number anymore. I still remember more phone numbers from my childhood than I know now, because I used to call them so often. I could probably give you everybody from my neighborhood's phone number if you asked.
Me too.
Family, same thing, You still there?
I'm still here. It's wild. But yeah, it was just weird.
Last one for today. Having an address book, or your parents having one, that listed the home addresses and phone numbers of family members, friends that you didn't call too often. So basically what your phone does, it was in paper form. And if you needed a phone number, you needed an address, you had it written in there. But you know what? The one time you need it and there wasn't the person, that was so frustrating. Man, why don't I have their address in here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like my mother's, she still has that, bless her boomer heart.
Let me do one more for shits and giggles. Having to bring out the phone book to look up a phone number or address of a business. The phone book.
Oh God. Because you go to the white pages, it's not there. Then you have to go look under in the regular. It was a nightmare. Look in the business section. Already did. It's not there. There are more fights over that nonsense than anything else.
The most beneficial thing I remember from the phone book was using it to like smash mosquitoes or bugs.
Yeah.
Go get the phone book,
Yeah.
But hey, Mike, why don't you go tell everybody about the website?
Dumyinzers.com. Head over there. You have links, YouTube, Spotify, our merchandise store, two-dum-yinzers.spreadshop.com. Head over there. This logo that's right behind me is on all of our merchandise, like the shirt that Ryan has on right now. We have our links to our email on there, all that fun stuff over at two-dum-yinzers.com.
You know what I'm going to do? Just because I'm a nice guy, we're going to do a trivia today. You're sitting at 2-4. I want to get you back in the game before it gets too late in August. So I'm going to throw you a softball here. Okay. Okay. Got your pencil?
Yep.
Which distinct feat was the last by Babe Ruth at Forbes Field? So I'm looking for something that he did but his last time doing it was at Forbes Field here in Pittsburgh.
Huh.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I think I have my music there.
Oh, do we have our music today?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Now I can talk it out.
Yeah.
So
now you'll get it right.
so he did a lot of things. He hit, he ate hot dogs, injected himself with bull semen. He pitched. He didn't run the bases because he got too fat.
Yeah, now if you inject yourself with horse semen, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, he didn't have to face a 97 mile cutter from from a guy from the Dominican.
So
he didn't have to do a lot of things. He didn't have to play
looking
against
for
the best
the
players.
last thing he did, and I'm going to give you a hint. Okay, there's actually a hint that came along with it. So I
Okay.
Nice guy. We're looking for something that Babe Ruth did for his very last time. It happened at Forbes Field, and I'm going to give you an example or a hint. It happened 3 times.
Called his shot.
Close. And I think that I'm going to give that to you. Let me tell you why. The answer was he hit his last 3 home runs. He hit his last 3 home runs. So technically, what happens when you call your shot?
Hit a home run.
I'm going to give that to you. It's going to move you to 3 and 4.
All right.
But yes, he did. His last 3 home runs of his whole entire career, Mike, were at Forbes Field.
Wow, I didn't know. See, I thought I was going to be like something silly, like that's the last. I was going to say like the last game he pitched was at or at Forbes Field because he did both.
So there you have it, Babe Ruth, everybody making history here in Pittsburgh a little bit.
That's awesome.
We want to thank everybody for stopping by.
Yes.
Flew by as always. Keep continuing to check us out. We will be on the rest of the week, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. over on YouTube. Check us out. If you want to just listen to us, you just want to listen to podcast form, we do upload this particular episode tonight at 8 o'clock. That'll be over on Spotify.
Yes.
So check that out.
Yes, it is.
But it's the 2 Dum Yinzers, Ryan, Mike. I believe that's everything for today. You have anything, Mike?
I have nothing though. It was a fun episode. I had fun.
That was fun.
Except for
everybody, enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy your what was Rob calling it? The Tooth Tuesday,
Taco Tuesday, Toothless Taco Tuesday, or something like that. I don't know. I just know I laughed the entire time.
So there you have it, everybody. For Ryan, Mike, the 2 Dum Yinzers, enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow.